Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a quick video to talk about the importance of the annotated bibliography and keeping your research organized. You're just getting started with all this research you've done in the past few months. It's important that you get it organized now because when you get into your thesis in month 11, you're going to thank me if it's all organized. So I'm going to walk you through some techniques that I use. So here on the screen is the working bibliography for my prospectus for my dissertation. So there's 7 pages of entries here for my working bibliography. That is a lot of research. So what I do is when I'm first working on my research, I like to get everything organized into a program called Zotero. It's something that I use. This is the Zotero window that I put together for the Volkswagen case study that you guys have been reading. So not only does it organize all of my research, I can drop things in, I can make notes on them, I can create tags, and it will eventually, when I have all my research done, it will create a final bibliography for me, or in this case a references page for the case study. So it will automatically do it in APA style, or the bibliography that I showed earlier was done in MLA. It's just a click of a button. So I really appreciate Zotero because it allows me to put all of my references and all of my research and all of my notes into one place. Another thing I like to use, it's another program called Quirkos, and I paid for the not the cloud version, but I have one that sits on my desktop. And what it does as an application, it allows me to organize my research into themes, and then I can put all the direct quotes in. So I take all my notes where I have my direct quotes and my paraphrases from my research, and I create these little circles that are themes for my dissertation about the women writers of the Beat generation, and I can drop in the direct quotes and then assign them to the different themes, whether it's feminism, race, influences, metadata, databases, if it's author specific. So this way the research for me is color coded. So what I'm thinking for you guys, the best thing to do for your annotated bibliography, let me show you one. Entries. This is a, hopefully it comes up. It was here a minute ago. Here we go. This is an annotated bibliography that I did really early on for some of the research that I did for my dissertation. So what you can do when you color code things, this is really important. As you're doing your annotated bibliographies for your mastery journals each week, if you think about the themes that we're covering in each class, like for example, in effective copywriting, we are talking about things like the Volkswagen brand. We are talking about things like body copy and headlines. So you can create themes like copywriting or brand voice, brand tone, things like that. Create colors and then go through your annotated bibliography, and then each month I would go back and take all 4 of my annotated bibliographies and put it into one working document, and then I would go through and color code the different themes. So when you're writing about a project that you're doing for your thesis, you might want to think about, okay, if I want to talk about brand voice, here's all the research that I did on brand voice, and I can find it easily because in my big long annotated bibliography, every piece that talks about brand voice is color coded in green. So I use Quirkos. You guys can do this easily in Microsoft Word. So I highly recommend being organized about your research now in the early months and continuing that through, because when you get to month 11 and maybe in month 10, you're going to be writing about your thesis project, and you're going to need to back up all of the claims you are making in your thesis presentation with evidence in the form of this research. So having it organized and color coded will make the writing later easier if you just put some work in it now. Okay, thanks.